Melanie Gibson, and she's got Male's Accessory Bar, y'all. Some amazing things for the ladies. She's gonna get some things for men soon. But right now, we holding the ladies down, y'all. If you're not in the studio to see all the amazing stuff she got, too bad for you. We're gonna show you later. So y'all put your hands together for Male's Accessory Bar in the building today, y'all.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Yeah, and also coming up on the show, we have got the amazing, brilliant black men who put together something that we have all been waiting for in the DMV for a long time. And this documentary about Lorton is, it has gotten some amazing reviews, you all. People are saying some great things about it. And we're going to talk to some men who are responsible for putting this amazing documentary together. So you all, we've got in the building today, our family. We got Mr. Sean Branch in the building. We have got Karim Mowatt, I hope I said your name right.
We get that right, bro.
That's
We're
right.
working on it.
And Eyeon Willams, I hope I got you right. That's right. They're in the building, y'all. The whole gang is in the building. The whole gang in the building is what we're saying. Yes.
And I want to say I'm proud of them brothers, too, because I went to see it. I took one of my partners that did 26 years in prison with me, one of my OGs, and we sat there and we had a good time watching it. And it was really informative, so I'm excited to have them on and talk about it.
Me, too. I'm excited about that. We've also got, listen, if you all have not been living under a rock, then you already know who this next guest that I'm about to talk about is. But if you have been living under a rock, you're going to be able to meet him today. Go on TikTok, Instagram, anything, and find out about tearing it up on his skates or just dancing with his lovely, amazing wife.
One of the flyest bishops.
The flyest, best dressed, best dance, best skating bishop that we have ever had.
He said he's going to teach me how to skate and all that.
Yes. And so coming up later in the show, you all, we are pleased and honored to have Bishop Vance Oldes in the building.
Put your hands together. Give it up, give it up.
Yes.
I love his story.
I told y'all this is an amazing show. Yeah, it's an amazing story. We're going to talk about it. And closing today's show, we always have a closer for you, right? You know, today is no different. And this young man has been doing some amazing things. I don't know if you all remember, he did a great song for Red Grant's campaign. And he's coming today to close the show with us. Y'all give it up for artist Bay. Yes, a talented young man. I cannot wait for you all to hear what he has got for the show later today. You ready, baby?
Yeah, but guess what?
What?
We got a food sponsor.
Oh, yes,
we got a food sponsor in the building.
We got a food sponsor in the building now.
Well, right now, you're the food sponsor, right? But we waiting on our food sponsor.
They brought it.
Oh, they made it?
Catering
okay, cool.
by Rita. Are they still here? Did they leave?
They left.
Okay, so we're going to make sure we really big them up and in our Black business section. But thank you all. Catering for Rita, by Rita, right out of Glen Arden. Thank you all so much for sponsoring tonight's food. Yes, indeed. We looking so good up here because our team at UBM, they never let us down. They always have us looking amazing for this show. So thank you all so very much.
Lights, camera, action. We love it. What we say, Mike's camera action.
Yes, Mike's camera action. Yes, our team here, UBM.
Mighty Mouse and the gang.
That's right, the gang keep us.
My main man, nephew.
That's
everybody.
Right.
Thank you guys.
Going. We've also got some amazing sponsors. We like to say hello. Shout out to you all. Oxley Realty. Thank you so much, James Oxley, for being one of our major sponsors. Umbrella Therapeutic Services. You always rocking with us from day one. We've also got Safety, the letter T, Safety.
Safety first.
Yes, safety first. Firearms training. Yes.
Get your training.
Get your training. And we've also got the DMV Computer Man is sponsoring our show. So thank you all so much.
For all your computer needs, all of them.
All of them.
We'll get into that later. But yes, thank you guys for being the sponsors for Spotlight Over the City, partnering with us, making us who we are, helping us to come forward every week and pay for that sponsorship slot to make it who we are and what we are. So thank you, and especially for Umbrella Therapeutic Service, who bet with us for way back in the day, man. They've been betting with us for a long time, so we appreciate that.
Yes, we do. And if you all would love to partner with Spotlight Over the City with being a sponsor or advertising on our show,
it's an easy win, right, babe?
It's an easy win. So let us know. Our email is info@spotlightoverthecity.com. We'd love to have you partner with us.
Our packages start at $200 a month. And so that's the lowest package, but it's a great package, and it'll get you in the door, and it'll build relationships, and that's what it's worth. So you do know your network is your net worth, right? You know
yes, indeed. I wanted to share with you all that I attended on behalf of Spotlight Spotlight Over the City, the 35th Annual Whammies Music Awards last Saturday. And I just wanted to say congratulations to all of the DMV artists who came home with the Whammy Award. Moo Fresh, she's coming up on the show in June, so I wanted to say shout out to her. She won an award. And shout out to all of the amazing artists. Emma G, Steph Lover, thank you so much for making sure we were in the building. It was an amazing event, I must say that. It was at the Capitol Turnaround, and it was really, really nice. And I just wanted to shout you all out.
You be moving and grooving these days. I can't even keep up with you. I don't know where you at day to day. I like it, though. Hey, good look.
And this is Resurrection Weekend. Tomorrow's Good Friday, so I just, I wanted to make mention of that. Baby, is there anything you want to say?
I just want to say, please don't be still looking for eggs in Easter.
Please don't, y'all.
We passed that stage just a little bit. I ain't gonna knock it if that's where you at still, but I just want you to just remember that it was a reason for the season. Christ really rose, and it was a resurrection is what it was really about. Not an Easter or egg, not Ishtar.
Or a bunny.
Or no bunnies. Do bunnies even have eggs?
I don't know. I don't think bunnies even lay eggs. I don't know where y'all came up with these baskets and eggs and bunnies and stuff. I just don't I don't know where that came from.
It's a distraction. Just remember the reason for the season. That's
reason for the season. All right.
Don't be distracted.
Don't be distracted. I think that we got a quick commercial break. We do, and then we'll be back with Black Businesses.
Black Businesses. Y'all good out there? Y'all looking good out there. Y'all give it up for yourselves, man. We'll be right back. Spotlight Over the City. Is we clear or is we... Y'all good?
Yes.
Everybody eating good? Living good? Let's get into it.
Yes.
Got a great show.
Y'all know how we love our Black businesses at Spotlight Over the City. We love y'all. We love all businesses, but we especially partial to our Black businesses. Would like to have a special shout out to Safety Firearms Training. Tyrone Toomer, CEO, over there teaching you all how to protect yourselves so you can get your concealed carry and home defense firearms certifications by trained, licensed USCCA certified instructors. You all can sign up online today by going to www.firstfirearmstraining.com. Classes start at $300 and include 16 hours of training and live firearms session, as well as getting your HQL certificate. That's very important, right, babe?
Very important. A lot of people are afraid of firearms, but I just want to say it's not the firearm, it's the person holding the firearm. So the firearm just not going to chase you down and shoot you. So just make sure that you cover yourself and your family by being aware, have awareness, know how it works, be safe, be correct, get licensed. And so those things are important. We get behind the 8-ball a lot. Let's stay in front of it sometimes. Don't just worry about defending.
Hey.
Be particular about what you're doing. Your family needs you, so
yes.
Make sure you keep them
I got
available.
mine, y'all.
This young lady right here, marksman, 98% in her class, right? So
yeah,
this is what we
better
do.
know it.
Go to the range. It's okay. Go to the range. Take your family.
That's right. DMV Computer Man. Shout out to you, Ricardo, over there at the DMV Computer Man store in Capitol Heights. You all can shop the nation's largest used electronics inventory online at www.dmvcomputerman.com. If you happen to be in the DMV area, though, you can pull up. They're located at 714 Ritchie Road, Capitol Heights, Maryland. Tell them Spotlight Over the City sent you. You will get taken care of. And I'm telling you, from anything from your computer, your laptop, desktop, your tablets, your phones, anything technology related, you all should try out the DMV Computer Man because you're going to spend a lot less money. You're still going to get quality equipment. My laptop, Stan's laptop, is the best that I've had even when I was was in the corporate world. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even know computers went that fast.
yeah, they're gonna take care of you
I didn't
over
get a
there.
chance to hit the button. My computer be ready to do something already. So shout out to Cardo. I appreciate you, brother, for getting me right.
And y'all know, you've ever been to any of those large tricky entertainment events, their parties, they got to have security, right? Jarvis Cunningham is the person in charge of the security for all of their events. And so I just wanted to let y'all know, if you all are looking for security for one of your events, he handles all of that. They are for hire. The company's name is Dignitary Security Services. You can reach them on Instagram at Serious Dignitary Security Service. You can call them at 240-639-2200, or you can email them at jarvisc, the letter C, at SeriousIntel.com. Last but not least, the company responsible for most of the food today has been sponsored by Catering by Rita. They are based in Glen Arden, Maryland. They've been serving the DMV area since 1994 with their amazing cuisine. You can reach them online, www.4cateringbyrita, RITA.com, or on Instagram, they're 4 Catering by Rita. You can call or text them. They said the best way to reach them is to text them, 301-256-8392. Thank you all so much for sponsoring today's food. We cannot wait to tell you all how good it is.
Yeah, we didn't taste it yet, but I promise you we getting ready to.
We getting ready
to. So shout out to everybody that's on IG. Shout out to our whole YouTube gang and everybody who subscribed. If you didn't subscribe today, right now, hit that button. Everybody on Facebook, we love you guys. Thanks for rocking. What's up, Dr. Neverson? We see you, sis.
So, are you ready for Name That Song?
Are you guys ready for Name That Song? So this is where we cut up a little bit. Shout out to church. I see you in the building. So this is where we cut up a little teeny bit, have a little bit of fun with you guys. We sing a song. What's really going on?
Name that song.
So we yeah, I got through well. So this is where we name the song, name the artist. Name the song and the artist.
Name the song and the artist.
You got to name both, right?
Y'all, you
Bishop,
ready?
you ready, Bishop? This is where you name the song and the artist. You gonna be ready? All right, I got a song for y'all today, so I'm gonna see what you got. T-Bone, you ready? You want to wet your whistle or something? You got some water? Get it together. Let me see. You ready?
Let me wet my whistle.
All right, now, don't
for
embarrass
y'all,
me.
okay?
Let me make sure you got it right.
I'm not gonna embarrass you. I'm actually about to make
And so a lot of people are telling me how much my wife can sing and this and that. So I just want to say, wifey, a lot of people do inbox me and say, your wifey really can sing. And she's, yeah, so they say that.
Now. Okay. All right, y'all ready?
She can be my backup.
I can only speak for, the things that I've been through. Hey, so when it comes to our love, I'll talk the whole night through. That's my part. About the loving I've been missing lately, Stanley. Hey, okay. I ain't had no kissing. Don't you love me? Can we stay together? You know this part? Like when we used to be in love. Hey, y'all know the song? You gotta know the name of the song.
Give it up for T-Bone. I like it. You gotta name the artist and the song.
Oh, well, look.
So you jumped the fence tonight.
Listen. Dear Yvette said Luther Vandross. You got the right artist, but I'll challenge y'all.
IG. What's the name of the song, though? What's the name of the song?
What's the name of the song?
So you on point with that, though. You halfway there. Let me see.
Anybody?
Nothing.
She said Luther Vandross, but what's the name of the song?
So we know it's Luther, y'all. So they ain't gonna know my song. I promise you. I got y'all.
Okay, let me see what you got. They call him the voice to make the ladies moist, y'all.
All right. No, yeah, you ain't got to tell them nothing. They already know what it is.
They already know.
And so for the ladies that throw their panties at me and stuff, wifey be getting in her feelings. So I was just trying to let you know y'all got to slow it down.
Throw them. Y'all can throw them. Just throw the extra money that way. Throw the panties with the dollars in them.
All I'm saying is you got to be careful because she be in her feelings. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
What you got?
I'm trying to get my beat together.
Okay. Wait. What?
Okay. Remember when I used to love them and leave them. That's what I used to do. Use and abuse them. Then I laid eyes on you. It was pain before pleasure. That was was my claim to fame with every measure. Baby,
Yes.
taste the teardrop stains, yeah.
Yes.
I was cold as ice long ago. Baby, baby.
All right, y'all better give
I
it up
wasn't very, very nice, you know. Sugar, sugar, sugar.
Y'all give it up for my sexual shock.
Oh, that's it?
Wait, you sang a few bars,
My
not
damn
the
mic
whole
off.
damn
Okay.
song.
I had to give it
Y'all
up for myself.
my sexual
Hey, this is one of the
shock,
songs I knew.
man.
Hey.
Woo! Baby, you know
That's
what?
what I got for him.
You
So-
stepped into that. I'm shocked.
So they back there making little soliloquies and doing
I'm
little
shocked.
goofball stuff behind my back like
You-
I ain't know. But he can't sing it. I bet you that.
They said Rick James. Does anybody know the name
Who
of the
know
song?
the name of the song though? Yes, it is. That was an easy
Does
one.
anybody know the name of the song that I sung? You know it was Luther Vandross. What's the name of the song? Nope. I said it was going to be challenging. I said,
Like
they
when
not-
we used to be in love?
Nope. What's the name of the song?
All right, IG,
I'll
come
tell
on.
you.
I'm calling on your IG. I'm
Y'all
calling on your
give up?
Facebook.
Y'all give up? Promise. It's called Promise Me You'll Leave Me
It's
Never.
just Promise?
The name of the song is Promise.
Okay. Well,
Promise
all right.
me.
All right, we'll give it up for Luther. R.I.P. Luther.
Nobody got it.
All right, February had some hits. There was a lot of them, so we didn't know the name.
All
Yeah.
right, y'all. We'll be
That's
right
what it
back
is.
with some Spotlight News for you. Woo, woo.
That was the fat Luther or the skinny Luther you were singing?
Tomorrow or just
The
the
fat
end
one.
of time. Thank you. Purple Hands. All right.
Welcome back to Spotlight
back.
Over the City, you guys. We're trying to find us feet.
Welcome back.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. We
All right,
got
let's go.
Spotlight News. You ready?
Yes, do it.
All right, Spotlight News is brought to you all by Oxley Realty Group. James Oxley, thank you so much for being an amazing sponsor of Spotlight Over the City. Instagram sold 44 million blue checks in
Good
one
God
day.
Almighty. I wish
Wait.
I had some blue checks for sale.
44 million blue checks in one day at $15 a check. So that's about $660 million that they made off of. Y'all
one day.
people,
One day.
in one day, people who want to be Insta famous, you pay the $15 now, you get the blue check. Does it really mean the same now, though?
So
'Cause
does it mean the
anybody
same?
get it.
So this is what I say. A lot of people out here, like Bishop, Sean, a lot of people out here working their tail off, the whole gang. A lot of people that come here every week, they got a lot of work in, got a lot of followers, and didn't have that blue check, don't have that blue check. And then here comes a joker with 365 views. And he just all of a sudden got a blue check, and he's famous, and this and that. And so it takes away, in my opinion, it diminishes the potency of what it's supposed to be for. It's supposed to give recognition to the hard worker and the grinder and the one who out here really thumping. So it's just, it diminishes to me. So you can keep your blue check now. I'm cool on it.
I agree. I agree. This
It's
next,
kind of goofy to do that too, because it kind of diminished the people who worked hard and already
I
had
agree.
blue checks and
I don't
stuff
like
like
it.
that. It kind of diminished it. So that was kind of goofy.
I don't
face.
like it.
That was a money grab.
I don't like it. This next story sickens my stomach, and those of you all in the studio, you can't see the video footage, but we're going to show it. DC police fatally shot a teenager who allegedly stole a car and fell asleep inside. 17-year-old Delanio Martin was asleep behind the wheel when one of the cops woke him up and tried to arrest him. While he panicked when he woke up, Delanio sped away with the police officer in the back seat. The police officer was pointing the gun at the teenager saying, "Hey, stop the car, let me out." But the teenager kept driving. He panicked and was driving, and the officer said, "Stop or I'm gonna shoot you." And he did it. He shot him
Yeah.
several times,
Yeah,
and he killed
like
a
4 or
young man,
5.
17 years old. Now, lovely Jade Mathis, she's one of our Spotlight family members. She was on the show a couple months ago.
Shout out, Jay.
Jade, shout out to you. She's one of the attorneys who's going to be working on this case. I hope she gets justice, and this is my own, this is not a reflection of UBM or Stan Long or Spotlight Over City, but I really hope that police officer gets what he deserves. And what he deserves to me is his life gone, just like this young
Well,
man.
you know that's not going to happen. So this is what I will say, though, right? They gave instructions to this goofball. They said, don't get in the car, and if he takes off, don't pursue him. He had 2 simple instructions. Don't get in the car, and don't pursue him, right? Because this is a stolen car at best. No life should become of it. But he got in the car instantly, and then he started shooting. So this man could be alive and just do a sentence because you could find him, but now he's dead. And so 17 years, it's a shame. And so a lot of times people say, well, he put himself in that position, and it's not to be killed. Not to be killed.
Not to be
Not
killed.
over a vehicle. So the man was sleeping in the vehicle. You could have just woke him up and arrested him, or you could have let him flee. You're not supposed to get in the car, so it cost him his life, so something should happen. Of course, he's not going to be killed, but he should be arrested and do a sentence for a murder charge. So I will say that.
I'll keep my thoughts to myself on that, because that, like I
Yeah,
said,
that's
it's just
definitely not
disgusting
gonna
to
happen,
me.
but yeah, it is disgusting.
Congratulations to UConn men, 2023 NCAA champions.
Yes,
I wanted
indeed.
to
So
shout
I
them
told
out.
you guys, I said it was going to be Gonzaga or it was going to be UConn. So the winner of that game, I knew would take the whole thing, and promise you, I didn't ever see a beating like that before, but I would say Gonzaga did what they had to do, but they didn't have it. I
Yeah.
promise you, UConn, salute. That
Who did
coach.
they beat? They beat,
So Hurley, I don't know if they're Bobby Hurley brother or whatever, but Hurley, shout out to Hurley. Is that Bobby Hurley's brother?
I don't know.
It is.
It is?
Yeah, so they got basketball in their blood. So I will say he's a hell of a coach. He did a great job. So they smashed everybody by 15 or better. That needs to be stated. And so shout out to UConn.
All right. Well, we will be right back, y'all. We've got question of the week coming up after this next commercial
We'll
break.
be right back. Y'all good out there? Man, get y'all some plates. Rattle them.
Increase my net worth, my conversation's worth $1 million. Watch the Forbes list, some top spots, I'm out to get them. I know this game takes patience, playing my position. The legend over Pro Tools, below my logic. Perfect tailored suits, handkerchief inside my left pocket. Triple OG, I'm sharp with it. Trigonomics, every time a nigga drop, my rollout is so iconic. Keep it honest, sir, he's on the trappers fuck with me. So all the boys in the hood gon' run it back like Ricky. Make executive decisions daily, no committee. Hand shoaling on my smoke, keep my green sticky. Broad papers, keep my shit rolled tight, no funnel. I'm still shining underground, my vision is tunnel. I know they hating on my name, still I stay respectful. Cause when you trail them false narratives, they won't affect you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I done came up, success feels better now. My status painted on top, Basquiat crown. Let's go.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, you guys. And man, we having a good time. Y'all enjoying the show?
Yes.
That's what I'm
let's
talking
do
about.
It.
So it's question of the week.
Question
man,
of the week, sponsored by Umbrella Therapeutic Services, DC's most trusted and reliable behavioral health organization. They provide community support, medication management, and therapy. You all can reach Umbrella Therapeutic Services by calling them at 1-888-793-4357. Question of the week is an opportunity for our viewers and listeners to send relationships or family, domestic relationship questions to us. You can ask about our relationship or yours.
No, do not ask me a thing about my
You can ask
relationship.
about our relationship.
No,
I'll
don't do
tell
that.
y'all if you ask us. And also, what's up, Big Ab?
Ab in the
Also, keep the questions rolling in, you all. info@spotlightoverthecity.com is our email address. info@spotlightoverthecity.com. We always keep you anonymous. We make sure that we don't look at the question before we read it so that both of us have a fair shot at giving you our expertise. You ready?
Let's do it.
This one is to you. It says, Dear Stan, I have watched y'all's show since the Listen Vision days, and I know how protective you are about your wife. Uh-oh. I still laugh out loud whenever I remember you telling the world, my wife is married. I remember that too, sir. This is a lady. I want my husband to be like that about me, but he's not. As a matter of fact, my husband seems to think it's okay for his friends to make inappropriate, flirtatious gestures towards me, and I'm sick of it. One of my husband's closest friends have said things to me that I feel my husband should check him about. For example, when we were all drinking the other night, his friend said, "Man, your wife looks like she's got some good y'all know the word. Wait a minute, your wife looks like she's got some good stuff."
Okay.
Yes, we were all drunk, but that comment made me uncomfortable. The only thing my husband said to him was, "Go ahead, man, don't be saying that kind of stuff." And then everything went back to normal. The same friend also said to me at my husband's birthday party, "Damn, you look fine. Dre, I know you be tearing that up." So Dre must be her husband's name. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but
Right,
I
you're
know
not
you be
supposed to say the
tearing.
name, babe.
Okay. So I feel like a piece of meat whenever he's around, and my husband makes excuses for him and says that he doesn't mean any harm. He's just playing. Saying you won't even let other men kiss your wife in a friendly manner, so I doubt that any of this would be okay with you. But I still need to ask for advice because maybe I'm overreacting. I don't want to break up their friendship, but I really don't want this man at our house or coming around me anymore.
So just real quick. So for one, if a man is making those type of gestures at your woman, he's not your friend. That's the first thing you need to get clear, right? And so be careful who you let in your house and even who you surround yourself with, right? So without having to go to prison and, touch this dude up and put some, do some harm, then you should separate yourself from that though. And he shouldn't be allowed in your house no more, but you should speak to him about the disrespect though. Like, that's too much. It shouldn't have happened the first time. So you let it, then it happened the second time, probably more than that. But at the end of the day, you do have to stand up for your woman, but your man shouldn't be the one you're defending her from, like your homie. You shouldn't have to defend your woman from your homeboy. And so that ain't your homeboy, Slim. Get rid of them goofballs that you hanging around. And, you might have to check yourself a little bit, because you let them in your circle and you cool with that? Like, you cool with him saying those things to your wife?
So you have to give her advice because it's the wife writing the letter and she wants to know,
Okay.
is she overreacting? What
No.
should she do? Because she's spoken to her husband
So
about it.
you go to your husband.
And he blew it off.
You speak to your husband. If your husband blows it off, then he doesn't have a regard for you at that point. He doesn't really have a regard for you. He doesn't have enough respect for you to hold you in that regard. Or he may even think lowly of you. So some men don't think enough of their wife and they'll pass him or do whatever. It don't matter. So I don't say he go that far, but I will say he don't have enough regard for you to stand on something. So maybe he respect the friendship more than the marriage.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. A lot of times y'all know with these questions standing, I sometimes don't see eye to eye, but I see the eye and the eye the same.
Both your eyes?
I can't imagine being, first of all, I just can't imagine being in that situation with you.
So, ladies,
and somebody saying to you, one of your friends, one of your homeboys saying to you, "Oh, I bet you be tearing that up. Oh, she look like she got some good stuff." Like what?
Well, they to eyeball your wife or your companion. So that's pretty much what they want.
Your husband got to shut that down. Like that man shouldn't even be coming back at y'all's house, in my opinion. I don't think that he should be around you anymore because he's looking at you in a sexual way. That's not cool. And that's one of your husband's main friends. What the hell kind of friends he got?
Hey, Bishop, what you say, Bishop? What you think about that? If they come around your wife and it's your man now. Y'all grew up together. And so now he comfortable being around you, and he says to you, "Man, your wife sure does have some good whoop-de-whoop.
Look like she do.
And she look like this and this and this." Now she comes to you and she complains about it. Is he allowed to come back to your home, A? And do you say something to him, or do you allow her to say something to him?
I never experienced that because only dudes hang around me. I can trust them with my family and my wife.
That's right. That's exactly
That's a perfect
right.
example of what it should be. So what he said was, I don't experience that because the people who hang around me, basically respect me and my wife. I wouldn't have that happen.
Absolutely.
And so that's the way your house should look. Sometimes you can't know though. Like sometimes that person would do that and not think that the wife would say something, because sometimes women won't say something. And so you should. So you should say something. Like if you respect your husband, you should say, you don't even have to say what happened. You can say, "I got a not so cool feeling about your friend. I don't know that he's your friend."
You
can kind of leave it at that, so you don't have to go through.
You just put a different spin on it. Like, me as a wife, and I know what kind of husband that I have, I probably the first time something like that happens, I'm probably going to say something to whoever makes me feel away and be like, I'm going to shut you down right now because you know daggone well if Stan Long hear you ever saying anything like this, you might not be alive after that. So don't ever do it
allegedly,
again.
but I'm just so
Right, don't ever do it again.
So,
let me say that. You
those
might
not my
not
comments. Those are
allegedly.
my wife's comments, and I didn't say nothing about murder. So what I'm saying is this, though. Without putting yourself in that position, though, you should definitely tell me, right? Because when it happens the first time and you reprimand it, he's still the same guy that I don't know about now, right? He a different goofy. Like, I didn't know he was this goofy. I thought he was a regular one of my homies. So I don't be with goofballs. That's why I be by myself a lot. So at the end of the day...
So you would want to know no matter what.
I need to know. I need to know. Because, see, now he hold a different position with me. And I wouldn't know that if you don't tell me. So then I'm looking goofy and he looking like the straight face because he knows something I don't know. Don't ever let your man have another dude have something over your man in your whole life. Don't ever let no other dude have a play on your man that you don't know about.
That's right.
Yeah,
okay.
it'll put him in the dark. All right. So
all right. Well, we got to get ready to go.
Signs.
I hope we helped you, young lady. And I hate that you're in that situation. So you need to, y'all need to get that
Yes, you have
together.
to check your man. And if you have to check him more than once, then he don't have enough respect for you. So then you have to make a different decision. That's all you do. Move around.
Yeah, move around. All right, we'll be right back, y'all, with our first guest. We got Males, Accessory Ball, all of this good
Yes,
stuff.
indeed.
I can't wait to talk about, y'all.
Yep, y'all give it up. We'll be right back. Spotlight over the city. Eat the food, eat the food, eat the food.
Claire.
Hey, put them hands together.
So tell me how it feels. So tell me how it feels. Tell me how it feels sitting out there. Yeah. I'm making a change today. The liquor is taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's not like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? Sit in the box with that oldest you. Bosses are rolling, I'm rolling too. Making it tough, but I told you the truth. Yeah. So all I do is rap, so hey, and New Year's all I do is sex, so hey, and Valentine's Day I sex, so hey, we'll see what's about to happen next. Okay, we'll see what's about to happen next, okay.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, you guys. And guess what? We got us a +1 in the building.
Yes,
so I'm
we
going to
do.
let Wifey introduce.
Yes, we do have a +1. This amazing boss, entrepreneur, black girl magic. She exudes all of those things. Mel's Accessory Bar has everything you can imagine, ladies, that you need from earrings to purses to whatever it is we need accessory-wise. I'm telling you, you can find it at Mel's Accessory Bar. So you all give it up. It is my pleasure and my honor to have on our show today, Melanie Gibson.
Give it up.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, Mel's
Thank you for
Accessory
coming.
Bar.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
We appreciate
It's
you
been a
being a part of
pleasure.
Spotlight.
Yes.
So I ain't going to say nothing, but I didn't see no men's accessories, no men, nothing. But I just said, okay, it's a Women's Day. I'll get off of that.
You know we talked about that. Too picky.
we too
I gotta
uppity.
figure out what to get. Maybe you need to connect with me so I can start doing some male items.
We can start with like male's belts.
Yeah,
About that,
just keep it
belts.
light. Do the belts
All right,
first.
so
That's
I'll
how
start
you ease
with the
in there.
belts
Ease in
because
there.
you're like the 5th male that has asked me this in the last couple months. So I am going to add some men
Cool.
accessories to my store.
But
But I
in the
appreciate what
meantime,
you're
in the
doing.
between time, though, you've got a lot of amazing things. I've seen you twice at expos. Tell us a little about how Mel's Accessory Bar was invented, like what made you go down this
How did you
road.
go about it, yeah.
And tell a little bit about some of the variety of things that you have.
All right, thank you so much. So I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for about 25 years. I'm actually a hospice nurse. And so when COVID hit in 2020, you know, being a hospice nurse, we experience death every day. But with COVID, it was multiple deaths. And so when I had to continue to work. I was still going out. And so when I would come home, because we couldn't do anything outside of home, I'd birthed Mel's Accessory Bar. I love to buy earrings. I love to buy purses. And so I was like, I talked with my daughter about it. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll start, making earrings, making bracelets, and start selling things. So 2 years later, here I am.
Wow.
I do a lot of
Full-fledged.
events across this area, do a little bit of traveling with it. And I just enjoy buying things that make people happy. And so Mel's Accessory Bar, our motto is the happy place.
I love
The
that.
happy
The happy
place.
place.
That's
That
what's
was
up.
mine, just so you know. I love that. I have a few of her items, you all already, so I can tell you that everything that I've gotten so far, I've loved. Quality things that I have, and can't wait to get some more stuff. If you are not at an event, Mel, how can people get your stuff?
So we have a website. It's melsaccessorybar.com. I've added just recently some clothing items. I do all of the sewing for there. I have my daughter here who has on a duster that I made, and as well as we're known for our camo jackets. So I kind of
Okay.
bling those out. We're known for our sunglasses and handbags. So if you want something different, we have it for you.
Very, very different stuff. I'm looking right now over at the table at some of the sunglasses, like very like different, like funky patterns on your jewels, bedazzles, the earrings, same thing, different things. If you're looking for something that's just not your average everyday earring hoop, Mel's Accessory Bar will probably be right on point to get you right. What's your most popular items? Would you say that you sell more bags, earrings? Look at this duster though. Custom made duster.
Turn around.
Yeah, and then you've
Turn
got, turn around. Oh, woo, I like that. And you just throw that on over top of whatever with some jeans, right?
Yep. You could dress it up or dress it down, either one. You know, go out in the evening time, a little chilly outside, throw it on, take a little walk in the park, you too.
Are those sunglasses you're wearing from Mel's Accessory Bar as well?
Those sunglasses are there. Those are hot. Those, I am known also for my sunglasses. I start around January with trying to get the best and
Yes.
the latest sunglasses out there. So more things are coming in. I'll be in Bowie in the next week.
Okay.
Savory Bowie, where we'll be spotlighting some of our T-shirts,
I like.
more of our sunglasses, and more purses. Things come in every day.
Okay, tell us about that again. Bowie, what is it called?
Savory Bowie Wine Fest. It's going to be April 15th and the 16th, a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
And you're going to be out there, so we're going to come and support her, y'all. Y'all going to pull up next
let me see
weekend.
that
if
camera
you-
while we got it. Yeah, while we talk.
We're going to come out there and buy everything she got on her at her booth, right? At her vending table.
Yes, and
Yes.
my other daughter right now is wearing a camo jacket. I'm known for the camo jackets.
Let me see the back.
And so this is one of our newest ones that I just made about a week ago.
Love.
And so I am custom making them. I can, if you see one that you like, you want to duplicate it in a larger size, just hit us up on the website, leave us a message, and we can make it for you.
I love it. I
And so,
love it.
First of all, give it up for Mel with her creativity. First of all, let's say that. I want to
Black
say
girl magic.
we appreciate all black businesses because it's not easy to do that. It's hard to get out here and make your way these days, especially when we was going through things like pandemics and stuff. It birthed a lot of us in business. It made us more creative and made us think for ourselves. So I appreciate that in you because, you know, a few laid down, but a lot of us got up. And so did you. And so we
Yes.
appreciate what you're doing. We appreciate you even taking the courage to go into business. It takes a lot of that just to even start up a business. And so thank you for being that person, first of all.
Yes.
And we waiting on the mail T-shirts. Hey, we're going to get that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna make sure I hit
I
y'all
got
up.
you.
You're gonna be the first one to get it.
That's
Oh,
right.
good. Oh, good.
That's right.
Good.
So,
anything
Mel,
else?
tell everybody before we wrap things up. I want people to be able to support you. Like I said, if you're not in an event and someone wants to track you down and support your business, how can they do that?
So the website is Mel's Accessory Bar. That's MELZ accessorybar.com. We are on all social media outlets. You can DM me. You can call me. You can call me through Instagram. I have cards here also. And just reach out to us. And we
Yep.
also, I also offer a lot of different methods of payments. So we
Good.
do have, the Afterpay, we have Klarna, we have all things. So
Perfect.
Any way you want to pay, she'll take it.
I like
All
it.
right,
I
I
like
love
it.
that. Mel, I want to say congratulations to a successful business. It's going to boom even bigger than it already is. I'm claiming that for you right now.
Yep, and I'm in agreement with her.
Ladies, make
You know
sure
how we
y'all
do.
check her out, buy the stuff. If you all are around the studio right now, pull up. We got some stuff in here tonight. You can shop tonight right here at the studio.
Hey,
Let
man,
us
yeah.
know.
Make sure you keep your dollar with us, though. Make it intentional. Like, be a little intentional. I tell my wife all the time, there's 2 Chick-fil-A's I go to if I'm not out of town, and they both owned by Keith.
Yeah,
like
black.
I do that much. I go that much to be intentional about black-owned dollar, black dollar, controlling your dollar. And so we need to do that by supporting each other, right? Even if you just get a pair of earrings, whatever, so what? Just it's not going to kill you to support. So
That's right.
We do it. We throw that money away eating or doing whatever. So make sure you support, make sure you lock in with this young lady and support what she has going on, because it takes a lot of courage, like I said, to jump out there and do your own business and do that. So she did it and she's doing it. So let's go.
That's
Support.
right. Thank you so much, Mel, and your two amazingly beautiful daughters. Thank y'all so much
Yes.
for
you.
being a part of our
Family.
Spotlight family. Y'all give it up one more time for Mel's
y'all give it up for
Accessory
the
Bar.
That's it. Family
Yes.
business. That's what I like.
All right. We will be back with our next guest. We got like 3 guests coming up. I'm going to slide out, and I'm going to let the men take over for this next
You gonna
segment.
slide out?
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
not going to slide out the
Well,
door.
slide on out then. You going in the audience. All right. Gina said come out there with her. We'll be right back. Spotlight over the city.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
For this.
Mr. Just Paul in the building. Put them hands together. Go on, hit me with it. Yeah. Oh, hot bread and butter, come get your supper. Yeah, I put my foot in the dish 'cause I love ya. Yeah, I put my soul in this shit, fully loaded and kiss, to put it all on your lips tonight. Good God Almighty, sipping a hot toddy. Bet you feel it all in your chest when we grinding. Before I put it all on my wrist, I put it all on your finger, 'cause it's a forever thing. Ooh. Oh yeah, hot bread and butter, come get your supper. Give me an old school dance move. It's a forever thing. I see you right there, and I'm so sure it's a forever thing. Listen, hot bread and butter, come get your supper. They say the quickest way to the heart is the stomach, so I guess we playing Hunger Games. And I know this ain't another game, giving me the hunger pain. May I put kisses on your forehead? Say yeah, it's a forever thing. Oh, yeah. Hot bread and butter, come get your supper. Oh, it's a forever.
Y'all was a terrible thing. Dusty, dirty, and dangerous.
If he doesn't have a fella like Hard Rock to hook up with that's gonna look out for him, that's been jailing all his life and everything, well, he'll just have to make it on his own. If he's not strong enough, he'll get cigarettes taken, made into a woman or anything else.
I mean, look at the type of environment that we in. We closed in the food with some shit. You know, if you don't have no outside support, you pretty much fucked up. So, you know, a lot of times we're gonna be rebellious against certain things. You know, a lot of, you know, you're gonna resort to robbing, you're gonna do a little bit of everything.
It was hot during the summer and cold during the winter. If you didn't have the proper clothes on, you'll freeze to death. Definitely no AC. It wouldn't have been a fan.
The guy was chased into the unit, and the guy chasing them stabbed him. You know, down there they had swords, not just blades. They got swords, street swords that go into the case. So the guy got stabbed with one of them, went straight through him.
Who wants to look back on this and wonder where those years have gone?
Flames from the burning prison shot into the sky over Lorton, Virginia early this morning. Inmates fled the smoke and flames to an open baseball field on the grounds. Shortly after daybreak, one prisoner stabbed another, and a group of 100 tried to rush the guards. During that and other confrontations, officers fired blasts of birdshot and tear gas.
Hey, man, y'all give it up for the R&B singer himself, Mr. Just Paul in the building. Put them hands together.
Go on, hit me with it.
Oh, hot bread and butter, come get your supper. Yeah, I put my foot in the dish 'cause I love ya. Yeah, I put my soul in this shit, fully loaded and kiss. To put it all on your lips tonight. Good God Almighty, sipping a hot toddy. Bet you feel it all in your chest when we grinding. Before I put it all on my wrist, I put it all on your finger, 'cause it's a forever thing.
Right over the city, you guys, and man, I don't have a +1 or a +2. I got a +3 in the building this time, first time for me. Wifey disappeared, but I'm gonna do it by myself. This the men's panel. We taking over. This us, right? It's all the guys today. So I want to say this first and foremost. I'm super proud of all three of these guys that's on this panel. All three of these guys had some adversity they have overcome. Not just overcome, but they made a big statement with something that they put together. It's amazing. It's informative. I thought it was truly amazing. I took the homie with me, and he had did some time down there, and he also did 20-some years in prison, so he appreciated the whole situation. So I want to say we appreciate you guys for what you're doing. And y'all put y'all hands together for Eyeon. Hold up. Eyeon, Karim, and my main man, Sean Branch. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Thank you.
Y'all can do better than that. That was a week give it up, wasn't it? I think you got this because we the dudes. So I appreciate you guys for being on Spotlight Over the City first and foremost. Thank you guys for rocking.
Thank you.
So you guys got to be proud of yourself, man. So I'm going to get right into it. What made you guys collab and say, you know what? You did time, right? All three of y'all was in Lawton, right?
Yes, sir.
And so first of all, did you guys meet in Lawton or you already knew each other before y'all was in Lawton?
So
whoever wants to speak on it.
Me and Sean, we knew each other since we was teenagers.
Okay.
And Eyeon, I actually met Eyeon behind the wall down in Lawton.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I was younger than them, so I kind of like met them when I was a kid. I just ended up in a grown-up place, yeah.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you this. Y'all in there, y'all collabing, y'all talking, a lot of things going on in prison. How did you get to a documentary situation? Anybody can answer. What made you guys decide, you know what, we should do a documentary about this, right? And then how in-depth it went, like, because it went far. So whoever want to speak to it, who had the idea, and then who decided, yeah, let's go through it? Who was the first one to say, man, we should?
All right, well, Terry Miles, Head.
Shout out Head, my guy.
Shout out to Head.
Hey.
Head was the first person to reach out to me and put that bug in my ear. It was like, man, I got something I think would be great if y'all can pull it off, right? And so I'm like, well, I got a team. And I knew that they had just as much creativity flowing through them as I had flowing through me. So I'm like, man, who better to collab with than these two guys, Eyeon and Arthur. He inspired me to write. Twin is creative. He been doing music, videos, movies already. So, and then they my friends. So it was just like a match made in heaven for us to come together and collab together and put this documentary out about a prison that we all, man, was affected by. You know what I mean? Just to captivate and capture the history of it and not more so highlight the violence, but.
Yeah, so that's what I noticed about it. It wasn't just about the violence, because we all know that it was one of the most, if not the most notorious prison in the system itself, right? We all know that, and we all knew people who survived it. You three survived it. So going forward, though, you guys put this documentary together. This wasn't just a normal documentary, so that's why I want to get into it. You guys collected a lot of information, right? Information that none of us knew, right? When I looked at the film, I said they dug deep. They did their homework. So collectively, where did you first start to get this information? Because it wasn't just about the violence. It was actually about the history of Lawton. So do you want to speak a little bit about the history of it and how you guys came, you know?
I can't take no credit for that.
Yeah.
That's all Twin and Eyeon.
That's Twin.
Twin did a lot of digging, extensive research, man, that he unraveled some things about Lawton that none of us had a clue about.
I mean, none of us. So how did that work for you, Twin? Like, how did you even get the information? Like, where did you start?
I was reaching out to a lot of a lot of older guys in the beginning. That's the first thing I did, and then I ended up running into this one guy, and he's telling me that, you know, somewhere you should check. You should go into Virginia and go to the libraries and go to the fire department in Fairfax and see if you can get some information on the riots. So I went down to Fairfax and went to a few different fire departments, and I really couldn't get too much information from them, but I ended up being led towards a library in Arlington and another library in Fairfax. So once I got into Fairfax, and I kept digging and asking questions, I ended up running into the right person, and they had a lot of stuff just thrown in the back. I was like, yeah, this is what I need. I need all this. And they was just bringing out folders for me. So I was just running out there every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, just digging, because I couldn't take none of this stuff home. So I was just digging through as much information as I can, taking pictures with my phone, and I compiled like an encyclopedia.
So do you see the work I'm saying? So this is what you can see. Like, you can actually see this work in this documentary. If you haven't seen it, please make sure where can they see it before we go any further? Where can they see it if they haven't seen it already? Is it streaming?
They're streaming on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. A prison of terror, right?
Lorton
Prison of Terror.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys lock in with this documentary. It's very, very informative. We all have had people down in Lorton that has stories that they came home talking about, but these stories are a little deeper and a little different. You know, they talk about the violence, of course, but this is different. This is totally different. It's in depth. So Eyeon, what play did you have on it? Like, you know, I heard what he said, and I want you to speak to it a little bit. When you came in and put your piece on it, how did that look for you?
Without trying to
being
make it sound
so
sophisticatedly different, or like I brought something so extra to it, I think that for real, it was an opportunity. Like for me, I've already been writing fiction, but a documentary is something that I wanted to do, and I actually tried to do one before. We don't got to talk about that one, but it was with people that wasn't friends. Gotcha. Paperwork was signed, contracts was on the table, all the business stuff you do in the business books went to play, and it didn't work. But then I came across this opportunity right here with my friends. We didn't have no paperwork, no contracts, no talking, no meeting, no none of that. But we all had been to law and had experiences and had talents to bring to the table, and I think that was a good thing. For me, what I think I brought to the table, I definitely know I brought some experiences of being a person that went to Lorton as a 16-year-old and a person that was unfortunately traumatized by having a parent that was there when I was a kid. So I was able to talk about things even in just our personal in-house interviews from the aspect of being a person incarcerated and being a person that had to go down there on the bus and cry when I left to go back home because my father was still there.
So that's a tough, and a lot of people, not a lot, but there's some people that was in that situation too. I know a few of my homies did time with they kid and also their father in Lorton. So Lorton had a long history of holding us there. So you made it through, 16 years old. You got there.
Well, I got to Lorton at 17, but 17. I went to jail at 16.
So how long did you get Lorton?
Well, I stayed in Lorton until I was 20 years old, and then they shut Lorton down, and then we was forced to go on the road. So, you know, Lorton didn't close until 2001. I just was on some of those loads where the guys that was, I guess you say your problem to make it kind of went first. Yeah. And some type of way I made the load. Yeah. And so that was about 20 years old, and from 20 to 33, I was in the federal system.
Wow. So this is what I mean when I say I'm proud of you guys. Like, it's really tough to give away some of your life to the system and then come back sound enough to want to do better, right? That takes a lot right there. But then to collab and really make it happen is a whole nother big deal. So I'll go to you a little bit, Sean. So when y'all in there, y'all putting this together, so y'all was already collabing on it when y'all was already behind the wall, right?
Nah.
So y'all didn't collab till this was afterwards, after the fact.
Yeah.
So y'all sit down. So how long totally did it take, you know, time-wise, to put this situation together from start to finish?
Roughly about, I can't even really tell you. I know it didn't take long.
Yeah?
It didn't take that long. I mean, it would have been, the pandemic hit, so.
Yeah, I mean, from the time the pandemic hit to the time Twin was able to complete what he did as far as with the editing and all the technical stuff, we may say about a year and a half, but I don't think we put in more than a few weeks of actual work.
Wow. So it's just going back and forth, bouncing off each other time, saying little
video,
stuff.
interview, meeting up. Like the work we didn't play with, the work we went and did. The work we didn't do a bunch of Instagram and, hey, we doing this. We really went and did something, which is why I think when the pandemic hit, Twin had enough footage to say, you know what, I'm not waiting for the pandemic to blow away. I'm going to go to the lab and do it. And that's why I think the project got completed.
So the pandemic slowed us down a little bit because I couldn't do any more research. I couldn't go back in the libraries. But we started probably, I'd say about 6 months, 7 months before the pandemic. The pandemic kind of pushed us all the way back.
A little bit, yeah.
And then I had enough footage to do the editing, so we was screening during the pandemic, for real. Right at tail end of the pandemic. So I give it about a good year of hard work.
It kind of remind me of them stories when they talk about our enslaved ancestors, that they gave them a bunch of garbage and we made gourmet food. Like Twin had a bunch of scraps, and Manny made a gourmet project. And shout out to Roach Brown, because Roach Brown had a plate. What's the name of the plate, Twin? And he was able to use that in there. Christmas play. Shout out to Roach Brown for that.
So you guys have to understand that when you see this documentary, you'll see what I'm saying. So I want to ask you individually, what was one of the biggest takeaways from this documentary for you guys in the making of it all? Because what was that one thing you might not even known yourself and you spent time there? Like, what was your big takeaway? You put it together yourself, but then when you viewed it, because I've seen all of you guys at the viewings and stuff, so what did you take away from your viewing of the documentary? And then secondly, what did you want other people to take away from it?
That's a good question.
My takeaway from it is when we actually completed it, I expected a lot of ex-Lorton prisoners to come to check it out, but the response was totally different. It was the families. It was the loved ones that wanted to see what their families went through from the inside out.
Right.
So that was actually surprising to me because it was just pretty much mostly family members. It wasn't a lot of ex-prisoners that came. It was mostly family members.
Right.
So that was really, that was an eye-opener for me.
I would say the same thing. That's one of the things we really wanted to highlight. We wanted to give people that inside insight of what happened beyond the walls that they couldn't see past, right? Beyond the curtains of the visit hall that they couldn't see past. We wanted to show them exactly what we went through and the traumas that we had to endure, during that time down Lorton. So that was it for me. I was proud to see a lot of people, a lot of family members come out. And to touch on the viewings, just to let the viewers know that every viewing we had when we showed the Lorton documentary was sold out. Everyone.
Yes, as it should have been. It was a great, great film. Like, me and my guy talked about it in depth on the way home. And he was totally shocked at the information that was divulged. Because we didn't know that much about Lorton. Out on the surface, yes. Right? And the stories, yes. But we didn't know the in-depth part about it. So for you, I'll let you end it. I'll let you end it on Eyeon with your thought.
I agree with everything they said. I was actually sitting here trying to think of something different to say. But for me, right, I actually wrote a book about 10 years before we did this project. My book was fiction called Lorton Legends, and I thought I had done, I did extensive research, as much as you could do from a jail cell.
Right.
Most of my books that I first started writing, I published from prison, just by the way, right? So when I was researching it, I went back in the archives of the Washington Post all the way back to like 1908. I mean, even before some parts of it was being built, and Roosevelt and these different people were talking about doing this. So I say all that to say that Twin pulled a couple things out of the archives when he basically exposed that Lorton came from these people that had lived in Lorton Valley, England, and they got this land from these people that was basically traded to the United States government. So it was something that I never heard. A lot of times I hear things and I won't say that, yeah, I'm hip. Oh, yeah, but that was one that I really didn't know. So shout out to my man for that. And what I wanted people to take from it was I noticed that as a person that went to prison real young, and I came home an adult, we gonna say, and I mean that in a mature way, not just an age way, right? And I learned, or I started quickly to not to try to forget, but to avoid prison and conversations, because I hated to be around dudes, and I'd be in a room and they wouldn't even know I had done 17 years, and it'd be a dude in the room, he'd be loud and obnoxious, man, in the joint this, in the joint that, and I said, I don't ever want to be that dude. So I started to stay away from things that could be valuable lessons in my incarceration. So I would say that I would like for people to get out of that film, right, that documentary, that through all the violence and through all the other stuff, right, a lot of diamonds was produced that came home, and did we walking and we free now. So that's what I would like for them to take out of that.
And that's what I salute, the diamonds that I'm among. So to say that, I'm going to ask you real quick, because they throwing up the signs again. Real quick, everybody that's in prison needs a why to sustain themselves, right?
Yeah.
You need something to sustain your mental toughness while you're there. And I'm gonna ask you, Eyeon, what was your why?
My why was faith.
That's all you need. What was your why, champ?
I say the same thing. Faith.
Faith. So when them nights get dark and them cells closed and you in there.
Yeah.
And so it takes some faith, don't it, man?
Yeah.
I mean, it just to keep pushing.
I gotta
Keep that peace of
say
mind.
the same thing, man. Faith and peace of mind and family.
Yeah.
Because I think if somebody give you an exact answer, I can't knock nobody else's answer, but I don't think we really know what's on the other side of the door the next day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
You just
exactly
gotta
why
have
I
faith you're gonna
asked
be
that
all right.
question.
I mean, that's what I think.
And so you guys are still young. You still got breath and energy. You guys are doing some amazing things. I'm proud as a mug of all of y'all, man. So I just want to say salute, 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 because I'm going to tell you something. I was super blessed not to find myself behind the wall. I did no better than nobody on this panel. I can promise you that. And so I thank God for the ability to stand here with you guys now and salute y'all for what y'all did. And I commend you. And I just want to say I salute you guys much. And anything I can do to add to the platform, I got you. So if you guys ever want to come back and do anything, if you have a next project, please look me up. I got you. This platform is y'all platform. So we need you guys. We need honorable
Appreciate
men
it.
like
Thank
you
you.
guys to come on this platform and represent for the real men out here. And this what I'm about. This what I love. So I'm going to open it up. I got Spotlight After Dark coming, and this is going to be our platform. We're going to own that. So in the meantime, thank you guys for being a part of Spotlight Over the City. Let them know how they can follow you, and I'm going down the line. Let them know how they can plug in with you.
Real quick, if you're on Instagram, it's Uptown Eyeon, E-Y-O-N-E on Instagram, Eyeon Willams on Facebook.
Mine is Karim, Karimmo 100 on Instagram. And you can follow me on YouTube. I got a series called Fighting for Freedom on YouTube right now. It's a book that I wrote, and I'm doing the visuals for it. It's a lot of animated type of visuals, but it's getting a lot of traction.
I like it. I like it. What you got, Sean?
Mine's is Sean _ Teflon Don _ Branch. Y'all can look out for part 2 of the book coming soon. I know people been waiting on it. I'm also, man, throwing my hat into the acting field. You know what I mean? I've been cast in my first movie, so y'all can stay tuned and be on the lookout for that.
Yes, Money, Murder, Mayhem. Make sure you get your copy of that book. Docu-series coming soon. He ain't speak on it, but I'm going to speak on the phone. Docu-series coming soon as well. Money, Murder, Mayhem. One of the hardest working men behind the scenes that you guys don't know. I'm proud of him. Erg Weaver, all the guys that's out here, man. I salute you guys. My main man just came home. What's my guy? They just let Tony home. I'm happy to see him home. Your son put in a lot of work for you, brother. And so did a lot of people in this city. So
welcome
salute
home,
to
big
you.
home.
Welcome home, champ. And everybody else that's coming from behind the wall that's doing some positive things, man, salute to you. So, man, y'all give it up for these young men, man. Can't ask for no better than this right here. Don't get no better. Make sure you're streaming that Lorden documentary, man, Lorden Prison of Terror. Make sure you go check it out. It's on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to my main man Head, Terry Miles. He's killing it over there on everything. I think he got a movie a week that he putting out. So shout out to Head. I'll be down to A and I'm gonna holler at you soon, champ. And glad you had a speedy recovery. All right, so we got somebody coming up next that I've been waiting on all this time. So y'all give it up one more time for everybody on this panel, man. I appreciate them for being here. We got, after this commercial break, we'll be right back with Bishop Oldes, man. We'll be right back. Spotlight Over the City.
So Lord, here's my heart, no gimmicks, no strings. Doing my part, you can have all of me. Nothing will ever come between. Lord, I need you.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, you guys. And guess what? We don't just have a +1 today. This is a little different. This is my guy already, and I already know it because I watched another one of his interviews and just like, this is my guy.
I know.
He's one of the coolest bishops that you ever gonna find in your life. I can promise you that. The Flyers too, don't discount that. And don't leave out his wife because they both as a couple are killing it. When I say putting on a pair of skates and dancing and killing it, this is extraordinary. So we got the clip we're gonna show y'all, but y'all give it up for my main man, my new friend, Bishop Oldes in the building. Put your hands together. Y'all give it up, give it up, give it up.
Ooh, yay!
Thank you for coming, man. We appreciate you being a part of Spotlight.
So excited to be here.
Yes.
Man, we're excited to have you. So I'm gonna get right into it because I took a little bit of time from you already, so I'm gonna add it back. You are everything I just said, right? I've been watching you for a while. When I first saw you skating, I just thought you was just the average Joe skating and doing, and then I didn't know you was a bishop is what I'm saying. I just thought you was just, a person just out here just having a good time. So to see you doing that, you feel like you seem like you in your element every time I see you on a pair of skates. So how did this start for you? Like, how did you get involved with the skating situation? Because you are owning it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
you owning it.
it's, to be quite honest with you, it started at elementary school. Started skating at 10 years old.
Wow.
So I've been skating for 47 years.
Ooh. Wow.
Actually, it'd be 48 years. I'd be 58 this year.
Ooh.
Okay.
And so it was skating rings at that particular time was what we call safe places in our neighborhood. That was a opportunity to get us off the street and get all this energy wrapped into something positive. And so when I went to the skating ring, I saw all the old cats that could skate. Mm-hmm. And I was interested because it was so attractive because all the girls like the old skaters.
That's right.
And I said, I got to learn this thing because I can get me some of that attention. And
That's
so
right.
that's how it started. And then I started equipping myself with some of the ability of skating. And it just went on from there, took off from there. So I skated all through D.C. all my life.
Wow.
And
wow.
so you was a young man skating, and so then let's get into it a little bit. So the skating, I heard you say the skating actually saved you.
Yeah.
So let's speak on that a little bit. How did actually that save you?
Well, it was basically how God joined that together because, of course, you might not know, but I was, strung out on drugs in the mid-'80s. Got caught up with cocaine and what have you. And so at a particular time, I got so bad, I started using my skates as my transportation to get from, at the time I was living in District Heights, I would ride from my mom's house over to Homer Avenue on skates.
I know exactly.
And I was serving my coat while I was skating. I was the only dude on skates around the way anyway.
Right.
And so I thought I was unique, like the police ain't know what I was doing. I'm the only joker skating. And so I sold undercover 220s. Right. And of course they jumped out on me, caught the mock bill. And my friends still laugh at me. I skated right on in the paddy wagon.
So you still had your skates on?
Yeah, I still had my skates. But see, what happened was that was 1993. That was almost 30 years ago. I've been drug-free for 30 years.
Praise God, y'all.
Put
Y'all
y'all
better
hands
give it
together
up
for
for
that part right there.
Praise
though.
God for that.
So that's the blessing of it all. So then let's fast forward. So you got clean, but you still skating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you own that skating thing. And so now how did you get involved with God business?
With God business?
Yeah, because what I see you doing is putting it down. You don't just skate, you speak that word.
Oh yeah.
And so how did that come from your background? So you was on drugs, and then you conquered the drug situation. So did you go to God first or did you go to God after? How did you conquer that situation?
Well,
it's not easy to do.
I was raised in church. I would go to church, but church was never in me. So my grandfather was a pastor. So all my aunts and uncles, we were in the religious society. So God was already in me. When I was selling crack and smoking crack, I was still saved.
Yep.
I just had some issues.
Right? There you go.
And so once I got clean, I knew that it was always a call on my life, so I just answered the call. I just surrendered and did what I know that God wanted me to do. And then through that process, everything else was organic. Once I got in my call, God started elevating me and using me in ways I could never dream of being used. And so the really dynamic thing about this, in 1993, when I got locked up on skates, I never knew that we were coming to a pandemic in 2020. Mm-hmm. So I took those same skates in the pandemic and started skating in the street like I was skating selling dope. And I just put it on TikTok, and one day and the next morning, God made my name great. It had nothing to do with me. It was completely organic. And then God used it and took it over the world. Now I'm still using it to say God is still good.
God is so good.
So you just, man, I love you, my God. So you just honestly went out there one day and said, I'm going to take it back. and I'm gonna get back on these skates and I'm gonna take it to the street and let them see it though, right?
Then
So-
what happened?
So you
to be
put visual
honest,
to it.
And during the pandemic, we couldn't go nowhere.
That's right.
So my wife and I was trying to find smooth surfaces to skate around the hood, right? We was going to tennis courts. We would go down Anacostia every now and then. Then my wife said, "Baby, let's go on a vacation." I was like, "I ain't going on no vacation, no pandemic." She said, "I want to go down Rehoboth Beach, and we can take our skates and skate on the boardwalk, and then we use that as a TikTok." I was like, "Cool." So once we got there, was on the way to the beach, my wife seen a lake. True story. She said, "Baby, can we take a picture?" I was like, "For sure." So when we got over to the lake, it was this beautiful paved, looked like it was a brand new road, because Rehoboth is very manicured. So the road was jet black. The yellow stripes in the middle looked like it just got painted. I took out my skates. I said, "Baby, record me." So like nothing, we recorded. I put it on TikTok. I found the Mary J. Blige song, because you know I still like
Yes. Right, me too.
Found me a little song, and I skated, put it on TikTok. And I woke up in the morning, and people was calling me from everywhere. They said it was on the World Star Hip Hop, and they told everybody, look out for their grandmama. It was hilarious.
Cause they say the fly guys on
Yeah,
the
it was hilarious, but I thank God for it.
I thank God for it too. Cause I'm gonna say this. So you met your wife actually skating?
Absolutely. Seabrook Skating Ring.
Seabrook Skating Ring.
Shout out
25
Seabrook
years
Skating
ago.
Ring.
I should never forget it.
Hey,
I was coming to skating I was in seminary learning how to be a pastor. This was like 20-something years ago. And every Wednesday, I went to school every day. And every Wednesday, I would leave school and have my little skates in my backpack. So I walk in that day, and I saw her sitting over there by the locker by herself. I like that anyway, because, you know, chicks at the skate, I don't mean chicks, but women at the skating ring. Forgive me, women at the skating ring, they all clicked up.
Yep.
Right? And I ain't like that. My wife was sitting by herself. She was fine, boy. She had some white shorts on.
You remember what she had on, though,
She wasn't
Bishop?
my prototype. She was my type, right?
Yes.
And so I went over there politely and asked her name, and can we couple skate? Once we couple skate, it was like magic when
Just
we got
like
on
that.
the floor. Just
It was
like
over,
that.
Bishop.
Just like that.
That couple skate
I
did it.
told her I wasn't playing. I'm a preacher. I can't be single because I love women, right?
Hey, Bishop.
Right, so I
Your
gotta
honesty,
have a wife.
I love it, Bishop. I love it, Bishop. I love it, Bishop. Me too, Bishop. That's why I had to get her, Bishop.
Right. And that's how it happened, like real talk. And so, you know, and I had to deal with a whole lot of things in my life, man, as a man, because I had women problem. I was a womanizer. I had a lust problem. Even as a preacher, I was sleeping around with women in the church and all that, and I had to deal with that thing.
Yeah.
And so when I met my wife, I was able to learn how to put my flesh under subjection and be a holy man of God until my wife. And I can honestly say I never stepped out on my relationship. I did not say I don't look like women, because I worry if a man don't still find women attractive.
Something wrong, ain't it?
I just say trying to holler at them like I used to. And God delivered me from that.
It's the honesty for me. Hey,
It's the
Bishop,
honesty for me,
You are
too.
honest with it. So this is what we love, and I got to wrap it because they throwing up the signs and this and that. So this is what I love. You are a man of God, but you own your manhood.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
don't slide away from who you are as a man, and you represent us really, really well. You're very candid about your walk. It makes us believe in you even more because you don't hide anything, and it lets us to see an open, honest man stand on that platform and represent God. And so I salute you. I salute your wife for being the backbone for your movement and everything you have going on. Y'all doing it together. I respect it, and so I want to say salute to you and all praises, man, for God delivering you and doing the things he's doing. And I just respect you a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
me
are one
too.
of the coolest flies around, and keep doing what you're doing. Past a lot of people, Bishop, out here following you, and they're finding their way to the Lord. And I thank you for that.
Yes.
So,
I do too.
y'all give it up, man, for Bishop Oldes in the building.
Yes, y'all
How
give
can
it
they
up.
How can they follow you before you get out of here, Bishop? How can they
Everywhere,
follow you?
Bishop Oldes.
Bishop
Y'all
Oldes.
know already.
And we can
Y'all
find him at Liberty House Ministries. Is this every Sunday, Bishop?
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
If you don't have
Every
nowhere to go
Sunday.
to Easter this Sunday, come on, stop through. You'll be blessed.
Liberty
Yes, you will.
House Ministries. Where's that located?
All right.
Oh, 3135 Pennsy Drive, Landover, Maryland, 20785.
Hey, you already know. Look
We
it
gonna
up.
pull up on
All
you,
right,
Bishop.
Pull up on Bishop and
We
make
gonna
sure you
pull
get the
up.
blessings. We got to get out of here, but we got our closer coming up next. Spotlight over the city. We'll be right back.
Sorry, I took too much.
Yes.
No. No, you ain't took too much time.
No.
I wish I'm trying to steal some time.
We didn't have any nice skates to give you like Steve gave you.
Yeah. We love you for real, though, Bishop. Like,
But we got
Chocolate, baby. If you were blessed with the one, you'd be so faithful, never look at another. I'm so grateful to have you around, 'cause when I'm down, you lift me up like the clouds. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate. With a handful of cards, you never played me. The odds were in your favor, still always saved me. Wouldn't trade you for the world, you're so rich in your spirit. Hey, my chocolate lover. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate. You better treat her like a woman. You better love her like you should, you should, you should, yeah, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, yeah, you know I got that. You know what I'm talking about. Got that chocolate, guaranteed to melt in your mouth. Yeah, you know I got that. You know what I'm talking about. Got that chocolate, guaranteed to melt in your mouth. Yeah, 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 yeah. Loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate, loving baby, yeah. Chocolate. Spotlight over the city, y'all. Big shout out to Terry. Big shout out to Stan. And it's Rue, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Close the show out? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we want to thank everybody for watching. We want to thank everybody for coming out. Shout out to Coach T in the building and his two, box acts, you know what I'm saying? Boxing women in the building, yeah. So you liked that, didn't you? Yeah, trademark, Shout out to Ms. Terry and shout out to Mr. Stan for the love. And shout out to Spotlight over the city. Y'all know what it is, the hottest place in the DMV. Let's give them a round of applause.
Y'all had a good time? We back, Spotlight over the city. Y'all enjoyed yourselves? So, man, we got our closing, man. But before we go, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, Spotlight over the city. Everything Spotlight over the city, from Twitter to YouTube to Facebook to everything, Spotlight over the city. Let me say this before we get out of here. Never be too fly or too cool to pray. I say never be too cool or too fly to pray. God is your source. He'll make you the plug. God is your source. He'll make you the plug. All right, we got to get ready to get out of here, but we got our closer, man. Up next, at the sound of his voice. Y'all ready? The one and only, the big-time voice himself, man. Give it up for my main man, Bay, in the building. Put your hands together. Give it up, give it up.
I like your sound better. I like that sound better. Let's go.
Me, I used to worry when that money would come. Nowadays, I ain't gotta worry about none. Cause now I got enough that I could give it away and still be able to make sure my family's straight. On everything I love, man, I pray for this. It's God-given talent, so I'm made for this. Pushing it to the limit, ain't no way I'ma quit. Could've took the street route, but me, I did it legit. Said if they ask me how I feel, say God is great. Hey, that's the reason that food on plate. And I know they steady watching, I know they gon' hate. Hey, they ain't really moving, they running in place. Ask me how I feel, say God is great. I got you. That's the reason that food on plate. Hey. I know they steady watching, I know they gon' hate. What's that? Cause they ain't really moving, they running in. Alright, it's okay. I finally went to go and get my mama a house. It's a wonderful feeling that she know what it's about. And all I ever did was speak it into existence. That's why they say be careful what comes out of your mouth. They watching and they hating and they steady complain. But to keep it 100, man, we one in the same. Step by step, I move towards my goals. And now I think it's funny that I'm running the game. Okay, go. I feel, say God is hey. That's the reason that food on plate. And I know they steady watching, I know they gon' hate. Cause they ain't really moving, running in place. I say, ask me how I feel, say God is great, right? That's the reason that food on plate. And I know they steady watching, I know they gon' Third verse, let's go. Cause they ain't really moving, they running in place. I came back and gave back to the city I love. Show them that you could be something different than thug. Baby girl, you ain't gotta strip to get chicken. And son, you ain't gotta turn to them. Hey, please, oh please, don't get caught in the trap. Plenty of other ways to put your hood on your back. It's about how you finish, now who finished the quickest. Keep with that tunnel vision and then stick to your mission. Said if they ask me how I feel, say God is great, right? That's the reason that food on plate. And I know they steady watching, I know they gon' hate. Hey. Cause they ain't really moving, they running in place. Ask me how I feel, say God is great, right? That's the reason that food on plate. And I know they steady watching, I know they gon' hate. Cause they ain't really moving, they running in place. It's okay. Yes, sir. Let me catch my breath. Said if they ask me how I feel, say God is great. Hey, let's go. Run it. Appreciate y'all, man. Make some noise for yourself one time. Yeah. All right, so this next jump right here, I'm gonna dedicate this to the lovely husband and wife of the show. As y'all know, we deal with temptation on the road, and that's what this talking about. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna stay loyal though. Let's go. Turn the music all the way up on this one. Hey, turn my mic down, I'm about to get real loud. Let's go. Huh? I like this. Let's go. What'd he say? Whoa. Cause I want you to know I deal with temptation. Hey, cause I'm on the road, different states when I get my cake. Hey, but baby, they basic. Yeah, and all I think about is you all day. Right, I said I deal with temptation. Hey, and I'm on the road, different states when I get my cake. Hey, but baby, they basic. Let's go. All I think about is you all day. Alright, I hit the radio, they ask if I got a piece. Shit, I'd rather just keep that there between you and me. Hey, okay, when I get paid, then you get paid, and we gon' eat. And I'm from DC, shout out to Malik. Well, okay, maybe we could ball like Ginobili. You just gotta show me that you know me. Fuck it, we could ball like Kobe. At the top, it really gets lonely. Up for 2-4. What you think I got you for? That make 8 straight days. You should make it bounce like 2 4s. You get in cup. Cause I'm on the road, different states when I get my cake. Okay, but baby, they basic. And all I think about is you all day. Cause I deal with temptation, right? I'm on the road, different states when I get my cake. Okay, but baby, they basic. Hey, and all I think about is you all day. Buster, I hit the stage and they said he grabbing for my hand. Well, I know you hate when I show love to the fans. Huh? Okay. Shorty say she want me to herself. Right? Okay. I just told her catch me if you can. Okay, maybe we could ball like I'm John, or maybe we could ball like LeBron. Cause I can create a whole damn team, and I could put that day up on a been up for 2-3. That makes 6 like 2 threes. That like LBJ. Cause there's only space for one king, you get it? I said I feel like LBJ, cause there's only space for one king, you get it? Let's go, man. I love y'all. Let's go. And all I think about is you. I want you to know I deal with temptation. Hey, and I'm on the road in different states when I'm getting my cake. Right. But baby, they basic. Guess what? And all I think about is you all day. Let's go. Make some noise for yourself one time. I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet. Follow me at only the number BAY everywhere. Only the number BAY everywhere. I kept it all the same so it'll be easy to find me. Let's go.